Whatever the past of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, like in Madain Saleh dating from Nabataea civilization 2,000 years ago, or the future with modern town as Jeddah or Riyadh, the desert is the main ecosystem of the country. In such ecosystem, the camel has a great importance in the local and social culture of the societies inhabiting the dry land. Because the camel has developed various adaptive mechanisms for living in the desert, its rearing is regarded like a constant resource for sustenance in the arid lands. Without camel, the rural life in these areas will be abandoned. In the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where less than 1% of the lands are suitable for cultivation, the camel population is estimated to stand at more than 830,000 heads and is considered as a national socio-cultural heritage. The life of Saudi Arabians still living in rural areas is effectively closely connected to the camel, which was domesticated in the Arabian Peninsula thousands of years ago. The camel has played and will continue to play an effective and pivotal role in the history and society of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thus, the creation of the Camel Project Center based at Al-Qarj in the central region of Saudi Arabia by the Saudi authorities in cooperation with the FAO of this essential animal in the Bedouin culture. The Camel Project was implemented in Qarj in 2012 and is managed today by Dr. Fuad Al-Sureik.
مشروع الإبل في الخارج في مركز حفظ الأصول والتحسين الوراثي يحمل في طياته أهداف متعددة، لعل من أبرزها الأبحاث الخاصة بأمراض الإبل والسبل وأفضل السبل لعلاجها. أيضا يوجد بالمركز مختبر متخصص في أبحاث حليب الإبل وإنتاج الأجبان منها. أيضا من أبرز الأبحاث اللي يقوم فيها المركز هو بحث متخصص في تغذية الإبل وأفضل الطرق لعملية لاستخراج أفضل اللحوم من الإبل. ومن فضل الله سبحانه وتعالى إلى الآن المركز حقق أيضا تعاون دولي مع مراكز بحثية أخرى سواء في إيطاليا أو في فرنسا، وهذا دليل على أن المركز على مستوى الوطن العربي هو من المراكز الوحيدة التي يمتلك القدرة على إجراء هذه الأبحاث بحكم توفر عدد الحيوانات الممتاز وأيضا الكوادر الوطنية والكوادر البحثية في هذا المجال.
The researches in the center are focused on camel biology and production. The center is equipped with veterinary and biochemistry laboratory and has a farm including around 100 camels, but also sheep and cows. The camels of the farms are used for research, especially to make study on the feeding improvement, production performances, quality of products, and processing. In the past, several experiments were achieved for study the impact of energy level in the diet to the sexual maturity of young camel, effective distribution of olive cake on the fatty acid composition of the camel milk, beneficial effect of selenium supplementation. A camel can produce up to 10 liters per day. The milking is done by machine, and the milk is pasteurized, packaged into plastic bottles, and then commercialized into shops in Al-Qarj. Some of the customers came directly to the farm, especially those preferring fresh camel milk.
شاركت في عدة دورات من منظمة الفاو وحضرت في محلب الجوف واستفدت العديد من الإرشادات والخبرة. نحلب هنا الإبل شبه يوميا، نحلبها وتكون متوسط معدل الناقة إلى 4 لتر، ويزيد هذا الشيء في الإنتاج فترة الصيف. والحمد لله نستفيد من إرشادات موجهين الفاو ويقوم هنا بزيارتنا وتطويرنا وإرشادنا في التوجيه الصحيح.
Around the farm, large circles of pastures can be observed. They are used for feeding camels in an intensive way. In the lab, there are two types of activities: the camel diseases investigations in bacteriology and virology, and research mainly in biochemistry of camel milk.
سمعنا وجود خدمة للمزارعين في منطقة الخارج اللي هو الخروج اللي هو الفنيين وسحب عينات اللي هو من الدم والحليب للإبل على أساس التأكد اللي هو من خلوها اللي هو من الأمراض. بلغنا الإخوان اللي هو مشكورين اللي هو في المركز وما قصروا، أرسلوا الفنيين والدكتور وقاموا بسحب عينات من الحليب ومن الدم، وبعدين طلع في المختبر إحدى عينات الإبل صار فيها الحمى مالطية. تأكدوا الإخوان وبعدين سحبوا مرة ثانية اللي هو بعد يومين اللي هو للتأكد 100% إنها مصابة بالحمى المالطية، وأعطونا اللي هو التحذيرات لها وعزلها من الإبل وعدم تناول اللي هو حليبها.
At the moment, researches on milk proteins are achieved in order to identify the proteins with health interest. Immunoglobulins, lactoferrin, for human consumers. It is expected indeed that camel milk is rich in those molecules and that they are more bioactives.
استفدنا من الدورات المقدمة من منظمة الفاو في عدة أمور تفيدنا في العمل اللي احنا نقوم فيه، حيث ابتعثتنا إلى دول عربية مثل تونس ودول أوروبية مثل فرنسا، وشفنا أنواع كثيرة من الأجبان. الحقيقة احنا نحاول الآن نستفيد أو ننفذ اللي استفدناه من اللي شفناه على الطبيعة عمليا، بحيث أن نحاول نطبقها على حليب الإبل اللي الموجود حاليا نتعامل معها احنا، وإن شاء الله أن نتقدم حاليا من خطوة لخطوة، وإن شاء الله نقادم أفضل إن شاء الله.
A part of the analysis cannot be done in the center, but international connections is standing especially with European research centers. Some milk samples are prepared for sending, for example in French universities, for special analysis of the milk, fat globule membranes which appear quite original in camel. Current researches are achieved on camel cheese making by the Dr. Konospaeva from Kazakhstan. Traditionally, the cheese processing is not available in camel due to the poor content of its milk in kappa-casein. Without this protein, the milk cannot coagulate. Nowadays, a Danish company, Hansen, put on market an enzyme, chymozyme, specific to camel, produced industrially by gene transfer to moisture. This enzyme facilitates the milk clotting and allows getting cheese. With ferments brought from France, different types of cheese are tested: Gruyere, mozzarella, halloumi, St. Pauline, Hira. The staff of the center was trained in France and is involved in degustation trials. The center has also a small conference room where training, teaching, and sometimes workshops are organized.
How to enter data in acceptable.
Regularly, the staff of the center is trained on different types of software for managing data, presenting and publishing results on camel health management or milk processing. Sometimes the training involved technicians from the region or even from all over the country.
To be exhaustive.
A book on camel phenotypes in all the regions of the kingdom had been published and distributed. This book will give the fine description of 12 camel breeds generally encountered in the country. Another book on camel histology was published recently. The intensive system on irrigated lands for industrial dairy production is in development, like in Wataniya farm, where the milk collection is done by a modern milking machine and the milk processed according to industrial scheme. The Wataniya farm is an integrated structure gathering the production of camel milk, the processing pasteurized milk, and the marketing, selling in Wataniya shops. Thus, the camel products from Saudi Arabia can integrate strongly the national and international market and meet community out of the country. By this way, the camel is proving one more time its adaptation to the globalization.